Today we'll be talking to someone who believes that every child is born a genius and who wants kids to grow up thinking that learning is fun. Described as a woman of many talents, we have with us Rennu Dhillon, well known in the Bay Area as a community activist, founder of Genius Kids and the Miss NRI Global and Mrs. NRI Global pageants, as well as many fashion shows in the Valley. Rennu, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You are so talented, so intense, and have done so many things in the Bay Area. Tell us, what's your motivation and inspiration?
Motivation and inspiration. Well, I think I always wanted to be in the beauty business, but I grew up in Africa where we were not given a chance to do that. So that was a passion I just had from a very young age. I aspired to be a model, but grew up in a family that would not even hear about it. So when I came here, I decided that I would definitely pursue that and make it a dream for other girls since I couldn't achieve that. And in terms of education, that was my second passion. And I feel that this was the country that really gave me the opportunity to live there.
You were a brilliant kid, right? You came first in your class always, and even in
I was a bookworm.
Oh.
I was a total bookworm. Yeah, you never imagine. I had my little thick glasses.
What a combination. Beautiful, talented.
So yeah, I grew up in a very studious family. You know, it was education, education, education. And the choices were to grow up and be an accountant, an engineer, or a doctor. So I opted for pharmacy. But I don't think my heart was ever there. And the first opportunity I got to pursue what I wanted to do, I took it.
Can you tell our viewers what they can do also to be involved like you are?
I really feel that one has to live your dreams. I feel that this country gives the opportunity to, you can pursue anything you want in this country. I grew up with a lot of limitations. So I feel that every child, every person, every woman, I really believe in empowering women. Every woman should go out there and take up something, whether it is in terms of work or a hobby, but they must do something they're passionate about. Because if you love what you do, you will make money at it as well.
Now you have a school for kids, Genius Kids,
yes,
right? And you work with multicultural kids. Is it different working in that environment, different cultures?
Not really. I mean, what's different probably is the parents. You deal with different parents. I think, especially the South Asian community, they tend to be sometimes very unrealistic about their expectations for children, whereas the mainstream are more realistic. So it's a process of education more of parents than it is of children. So what we've tried to do is in Genius Kids is we've tried to blend education with the importance of public speaking and communication. So what you young ladies are doing here, which is, as confident women, you're interviewing people and on the spot, and you're, giving people like myself a chance to be on television. We teach that to children from a very young age, from 18 months old. We give them the microphone and we say, here, have fun.
From 18 months?
18 months old. And the only difference is we incorporate education into it. So instead of just coming on stage and talking about the name and how old they are, we incorporate phonics, science, social studies at a very, very young age.
We see a lot of times people do something and then people break out and do a similar thing with a similar name. And I've seen that with, the Independence Day Parade, the pujas and the celebrations. Now, does it really help us in reaching out to more people, or do you think it kind of divides the community and people become more and more segmented?
I would say yes and no. Competition is good. And nobody can just monopolize one particular industry. So competition is good as long as it's done in a healthy way. So I feel, for example, in my business, in schools, there are going to be other schools that are open as long as it's done in a healthy fashion. Try and open something that's unique and different. So typically I find, again, going back to our culture, we tend to try and duplicate and compete in a very unhealthy manner, which I don't like. And I find that's what's happened with, for example, the melas and the pageants.
But the good part is, we have people like you who move ahead and realize their dreams and do things, go on doing it. What would be something that you would love to do now?
Love to do now?
Yeah.
I'd love to go back, and actually I'm bringing it back again. One of the businesses that I enjoyed doing the most was matchmaking.
Ah, okay.
Oh.
When I was a single mom and I stayed home.
That's a huge market here right now.
And one of
a lot of my friends, they'll call you.
I hope so. And one of the things I did best, actually, when I was a single mom with both my kids, was I started a fun singles club, which flourished into it was for actually divorced women, because I was divorced at the time, flourished into a dating service that flourished into a matrimonial service. And I did 90 marriages in 4 years. And I think mine was the last one.
Okay.
I married my own client.
You did. But that was the purpose of that.
Yeah.
And then you stopped after that?
Well, I
What
actually
about all
sold
those
the
women out
business to
there?
someone else, and I moved on. But I've had such a demand, and it's funny. My school actually has parents who I've actually hooked up who've now had their kids who come to my school. So I'm bringing it back on in a different level. So we've got it right now as a radio show that we just started, but hoping to bring it on the internet, but with a slight different taste to it, not just internet matchmaking. So it'll still have the personal touch, which is what I did.
Oh, that's
but I'm very
awesome.
focused on my schools. We're becoming a franchise, and we're heading global now.
Well, it was great talking to you. I'm sure you're going to succeed in whatever you do. You've always had that track record. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for
We had
having me on the
fun.
show. Thank you so much.
Well, life is not easy for women, but it is not easy for anyone. Obstacles are a part of life. A socio-economic origin, accent, race, sex can represent obstacles for both men and women. There are two ways to deal with obstacles. We can whine about how rotten the world is to women, or we can work hard to overcome those obstacles. It's time for a break, but as promised, we'll be right back with another interesting round of chatter, so don't go away.
Hiranandani Palace Gardens, your home in India. Residences, offices, schools, hospitals. Shopping in tranquil green surroundings. Chennai and Panvel, locations from Hirko, India's leading developer. Experience the luxury and convenience. 1 to 4 bedroom apartments starting from low 50,000s. Call today on 1-888-628-4080. Email at us.sales@hirko.com. Conditions apply.
Insurance is a simple word, but it's a complex subject and can take hours of understanding. We are a nationwide broker from Florida to San Jose and every state in between. We insure everything and anything anywhere in the country, in fact, across the globe. From visitors insurance to travel medical to group medical benefits, workers' comp, general liability, directors and offices. Next time you think of insurance, whether it be your auto, your home, small business, or large corporate account, do give us the opportunity to serve you.
Contact us at insurer1234.com, at g1g.com, or onedayevent.com.
We had a great time bringing these fun stories and people behind them. We hope you enjoyed the show too. Make this your platform. And don't forget to write us at info@womennow.tv. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Same place, same day. Have a wonderful day and a week ahead.